Hello everyone, welcome to An Hour of Sound, the show where I get 1 hour or less to create a sound, either of your or my choice. Today, it is a cinematic, low kind of resonant hum that you get in horror films. In my head it sounds quite metallic, so the fact that this is kind of arbitrary may make it harder as I'll be less decisive, but I'm pretty certain I can get those kind of eerie, otherworldly ambient sounds done in, God, maybe even less than half an hour. So, if I start the timer, and we will go now. So what I wanted to find first was some metallic sounds, more specifically some creaks. No, actually, wait, where are I? Fuck. There. Okay. Sound I want. Oh, sorry if that scared you. Scared me. Fucking right. Okay. So here's what we have to play with. I think this is gonna work superbly for us. Just doing stuff like time stretching it. We don't want more clicky sounds like that, but if we turn off the pitch reserve. We can get we can make it feel more airy and ambient with a lot of reverb. I kind of wonder as well, because what this will sound like even more broken. I guess let's find out. I mean, that's a nice ambient hum. It's not as creepy as I'm after, but there's something there. That's cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna keep that. Maybe change the, what do you call it, fade-ins, so it sounds more natural. And that one too. Okay. Sorry, that was just clicking going on. Didn't know where it was from. I really hope that doesn't continue. Is that going to be useful? I hope, like, I want to keep that pitch in there a little bit. Oh, for fuck's sake. If I make all of these do that, we should have prepared before. We should have prepared. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. We can time stretch everything and it won't be a problem. God, that sounds groany. Which is good. It's what we want. Oh, wrong one. But it's okay. Oh. That has a really nice, like, really good descriptive language there, but kind of sounds like it has that gust of wind kind of thing, but in a more alienating form. Because I think my brain knows that's not wind. Maybe if I... There you go. There's something pretty cool there. You know what would also be really nice if we had a bit of delay on it. I'm actually just gonna... What one's delay? What one have I got on delay? There? Nope. Fuck. Maybe I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. Just like spice the reverb up a bit. Make it feel a bit more... I don't know, just give it a bit more detail and kind of make it sound a bit more natural. Or faded. I don't know, we'll get there. It will sound more detailed, definitely, though. And we can do more with it. Question is, though, do we put it after reverb or before? I'm thinking before. But we'll interchange it and see. It's all about finding your place. And the other tools we've got on here to play with as well, at your disposal, are some warping effects, which I could use to great advantage here, actually. Giving a lower tone there. That went really quiet. Oh, okay, wait. Let me adjust, because the delay time isn't gonna have much of an impact for you unless you have it extremely late, which I wouldn't really suggest. What just clicked? Sometimes you think you have a ghost in the room, but anyway, it won't have an effect unless it's really late, and by that I mean you won't notice like a because it's like a constant thing, and it's not like it has any strong attack to it either, which is good because I said I wanted this more as an ambient sound. So maybe if we get in some of the... You see what I mean now? I mean, I guess you can get the same kind of thing if we just duplicate that quickly and I play around with pictures. Oh, something was not liked by my CPU there. You know what? Let's get rid of this project. And we're still having a trouble. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. And it's gone. I have no fucking clue. I need a new computer, but okay. It didn't waste too much time. So, we'll get straight back into it. I'll see what these sound like lowered. I think it gets to the point as well where Reaper just won't, yeah, pitch it down any more than it already is. Holy shit, that's cool. What about... Yeah, so I think that's its maximum amount. Unless I'm doing something wrong there. It's doing it again. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's two versions we've got. Awesome. I don't want that. Let's try to play it. So. What? The fuck? What? 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 Let's try to play it. So. that heavy. We just mix it down a bit. So it's not as prominent in the mix. And then we'll go. I think that's like, that's renderable. What I'm gonna do though is stick them both in a group and give them a bit of a different context, which might work, may or may not. We've got the time to play about with it though. It's got 10 minutes and I've already got a sound that I'm happy with. Gonna play about with some other sounds though, because otherwise this would be boring as fuck. Let's compress it first, to be honest. Actually, just a little bit. It's nice. Just bringing out some of those more metallic tones in my head. If you don't think so, then you might be right. Fuck. Where's iZotope? Give me trash. Probably should have just opened the shit. Oh well. Okay, I won't do that now. But didn't really want to play. Oh, or did I? No, I could see. Sorry if this gets really loud. Turn that down for me. Is there a limiter on it as well? Fuck, there is. Ooh, see, that can, stuff like that can be cool. Jesus Christ, that hurts. That hurts. Please. Holy fuck. I'm getting so much distortion. Why? Why? Stop it! God fucking damn it. Isn't that the output? How is it still outputting that much if I've got... Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. God. Fuck. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this to take that much of a turn for the worse. That's way too much. What's this do? Stuff like that's kind of cool, but just doesn't work in the context. No, no, okay, we're done with trash. Okay, no we're not, because I wanted the convolution actually. But stuff like that is can be cool, just not in context with this. Maybe if it was behind the reverb and delay, because then it would thin it out by the time it gets to us. It wouldn't sound as like in your fucking face. God, it's like razors to the ears. Mech animal. These are cool. Yeah, these are really cool. Just adding a lot of variation for you. I mean, there's not one... There's not one I found here that's... like, particularly... completely blow me away. Like, that stands out from the crowd, but... they all have... a slightly different timbre that could fit a different scene. And this is where... me being indecisive because it's more of an arbitrary sound... is gonna fucking pay dividends, if that's the right word. Might be, but... you want all of that width, baby. Nope. That sounds more spacey. It's not the kind of thing I was looking for, but... that is. I think I'll go with that. Let's see a different... okay, so we're gonna have two versions there. There's our first two. I'm gonna do some more because... yeah, these sounds are surprisingly easy to make, and they are key for horror. Well, space, you can use them for anything with that kind of thing. And a lot of these cinematic sound effects, like using reverb like this as an ambience tool, is extremely useful, as it gives you a way to easily get something that fits with the scene and something that isn't distracting for the listener. So we'll do a few more. I'll have a look. Let's render these out first. I don't know where we're rendering to yet. I guess we'll create a file in the desktop. Cinematic. Ambient cinematic, actually. God. Cinematic. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. The file name, you cuck. God damn. Okay. Right. Let's just put that as one. Oh shit. Didn't mean to render the whole project. I think Reaper just shat itself. Why is it just called new folder? Fuck's sake. Is there anything else wrong? Nope. Okay. Cool. We good? We good? Nope. Okay. Something's playing up. Maybe my computer's dying. Yay. Fuck. Okay. And now with trash off. If it goes super quick, then we know, yep, my computer's not dealing with trash well right now. Okay, well anyway, don't worry about that. Let's move on to the... Fuck. That's because I got 2 in a row. Let's move on to some other sounds. I want more of a low whine. Although that can sound awesome. Oh fuck. I am thinking... Oh, you know what? Seeing as my voice is in there, let's actually see what it'll be like. Slowed right down. I think it'll be kind of interesting, so... That is interesting. Holy fuck. Okay. So this might be a bit much for me right now, or maybe not. Let's see. What I meant by a bit much was the fact that there's a fuck ton of noise we've got in this to deal with now that I've time stretched it that much, but the main part of the sound we might be able to get away with it. Holy shit. Humans sound fucking awesome when they're slowed down to, like, by like one... Fuck. I was trying to work out what that was in my head, but let's just say they're slowed to a rate of 0.1. That's awesome. Okay, and I just want to make sure there's nothing actually metallic in that. There's gonna be... Obviously the fucking delay is helping a lot there. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. Okay. So without the delay, we've just got this like kind of tremolo thing, which I'm guessing is our voice box or mine. My voice is quite low though, so kind of, I don't know. Be cool to try with someone's voice that's even lower than mine. But then with this added delay, we've got where it's warping, I believe. Oh no, maybe it's the... Huh. I mean, that sounds cool by itself. I wonder what... Fuck yeah. Okay, we've got so much to play with there now. Man, that's awesome. It's not the kind of sound that I was thinking of making, so I don't want to go too in depth to it, but I would really like you lot to have a play around with that, because fuck, that's cool. That makes me want to slow it down even more though. Although I don't think it'll sound cool then, but... And the more you slow it down, the further that noise gets to your... Is that my breath? That's cool. That's the kind of sounds we were going for today. Yep. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna take that. See what it's like. Nope. God. You know, I never thought such a cool sound would come out of my mouth. Oh. Actually, let's go back on that. I liked it before. How far can I go back this way? Oh. Let's go there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get that out of here. Free. We got another one for ourselves. Man, that's gonna be quiet as fuck, but hey. Right. And what I was actually gonna get onto was the lower, like, whiny tone I wanted, didn't I? I did. Do something like that. We'll slow it down. Yep, probably not slowed down even enough. And I'm gonna take it. Too much. That's cool. Take this part off because I have a feeling slowing that part here down even more may give us some, well, maybe not slowing it down, but pitching it. God, that is really loud right now though, and when the fuck did I... God damn. It's a bit too quiet now though. I am so sorry if I've been killing your ears. But, hey. I just don't have an answer. Sorry. That's cool, but I don't know if it's already the kind of thing we were looking for. That I do like that, like, modulation in the middle. I like how unstable it sounds. But I don't think this is low enough in pitch, and Reaper doesn't want to do it by itself. So let's stick a repitch thing in and try get this where we want it. Repitch. Fuck. Oh, that's why. My bad. That's alright. Here we go. Okay. Let's put that before. When I pitch it that low though, there's not as much of the Ooh. Okay. That's kind of cool. That end part isn't. Yeah, I don't like it going into that other tone. But this is kind of cool. Maybe it sounds... more just like a digital hum now, but... yeah, let's move on from that, see if we can find anything else. See if we can find something else. Yeah, before you ask, this gate was fucking awesome. I don't really... it was basically the gate at the back of home base. I don't know what I thought you were going to ask by me saying that, but it was the gate behind a home base store. I unfortunately work there part-time. But fortunately, they have a lot to record there. So it's like, it swings and roundabouts. No. You win, you lose. Although I definitely won in this situation. Even if, like, these gate samples almost sound like too weird to be used as a creak sound effect. I don't even think almost, actually. I just wouldn't use what was there as a creak because people would be like, what the fuck? And they would notice it, and I wouldn't want it to be that distracting. Although, I guess, like, if it was a joke, it could be used like that. Like it's trying to be really scary, but you're using that creak and it just sounds dumb. Yeah. I don't know. These, however... that's cool. We're getting into like territory of it sounding like a brass instrument. We'll just maybe stretch that out a little. What does that mean, inhaling? Let's get rid of that. Holy, that start where there's all of that, like, it's like it's screaming. That's what I want. I like it when it screams. If I get, like, attacked by a SWAT team now, I'll know why. Fuck. Okay, let's... I mean, fuck! Shut up. Jesus. Where's the verb on that? Is that... let's pitch it. Let's pitch it. Oh. What is that? Okay, well we've got a big brassy tone there. Man, I hope this is just demonstrating to you, like, the amount you can do with some, like, metal kind of, like, creaks and tones. You can probably, like, I haven't done this yet, but I can't wait until I do, is where you put, is it dry ice? Yeah, it's dry ice onto a piece of metal. Most people know that, and it just screams. I love it. It can be used for so much, like creature sounds as well, even. But I guess this is what they're best used for, I guess. And it's easiest to make something out of them from this. Into like ambient drones and moans in the back of your, like, in the back of your film or scene. Yeah. Which is why making them as undistracting and as, I guess, more arbitrary. Like, these sounds fit more in like an industrial warehouse or a spaceship, but like a dark spaceship. More just because of the, I guess, what they've come from, and they feel alienating, a bit industrial, but they're arbitrary. So it's not like we can't tell that they're specifically coming from something, but our brain could be picking up that they are or not. I'm thinking into it too much now because we don't actually have a piece of video to go off of. I'm just going off of what's in my head, but that's why I said that this being slightly arbitrary was gonna be maybe a bit of a problem, but we've already got sounds that we like. Oh, that is really loud, but that start is nice, really nice. Oh, I'm getting excited. Okay. Maybe even just this bit. I don't know. I'm gonna stretch it out a bit more, but see how it sounds this stretched. It's getting into like territory where it sounds almost more like the music as well, which is why this is more cinematic sound design. But at first in this section, I thought there was a fucking plane going over my head, so it could be used for that too. This has so many uses. I want you to experiment with it because it's one of those things where you can just find loads of stuff, but loads of just usable material, weird and wonderful. Like, fuck that. Using that mixed in with a raw, which I will do for a mechanical beast. Not like that, but if I can maybe find a way to keep the pitch and make it sound like less glitchy and less broken, then that would be pretty cool. But other than that, these are sounds you need to play with. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop this here because it's getting to the point where I'm just playing around with stuff. Um, and I don't really think that's what you need to hear. You need to go and explore this because it's not it's not difficult to do at all. I've just whacked on delays and reverbs, drowned it, and then played around with the sounds, warped it and time stretched it. So I'm gonna put something up on SoundCloud, something that I've done from here. Um, and you can use that as your reference point if you want. But I don't think you need to. Any creaks should be fine. Any like metal scrapes, those just kind of sounds are awesome. You might even get away with doing it for a balloon where you rub a balloon. Let's get a sample of that in actually. So you take a balloon, you blow it up, and you rub down the side of it, and it gives you these kind of sounds. Yeah. Now I've used these for countless things, but I'm thinking more these pitched parts could be used to your advantage for this kind of sound as well. So you know what? Let's say 5 minutes. Fuck. Let's work on this. Let's just do this one part. No, that didn't sound like I wanted it to. I'm worried it will... I mean, to be fair, you can do a lot with... You can do a lot with the modulated delay, which I would very much recommend you getting for these kind of sounds. Allowing you to like pitch the sounds over time helps so much for creating something that sounds eerie and disconcerting for the listener. Sorry if that sounded extremely boring. Probably because it was, but if you want it in context, it will help. So give it a try. That wasn't meant to be sarcastic. These sound cool. I mean, they don't sound as like industrially driven. They still have that aspect, and I think that's more just because of the reverb sounding like it's in a big warehouse. But these are not taking my fancy really in the same type of way that the others are, which is a shame. They have their own kind of characteristics, but maybe I'm pitching too much. Not pitching, time stretching. What's this? This is just a small squeak, I'm guessing. The sound breaks down more in terms of like you can see where the like vibrations have occurred. Yeah, you can. There's just way more of the Oh shit. Maybe that might be our best shot. Let's take it. Okay. Is that what is? Something was pitching that. Yeah, even like just a little bit of time stretch with the balloon doesn't work. Yeah, I don't really think that works. So I'm gonna end it because that took another 4 minutes and we didn't really get anywhere. We just discovered it doesn't work. So, have a play. There'll be something up on SoundCloud for you, just to use as reference and have a look. And yeah, thank you for watching.